NFS. What is NFS? NFS network file system. So let's see what is NFS here. First, NFS means network file system, and this network file system, it is based on open standard, and it is currently in version 4.1. Now this NFS protocol, it is a protocol, it is network file system protocol. It is used to share the directories, share the folders between Unix based systems. Unix based system, that means the Linux system or other Unix based systems. So if you want to share the directories within those systems, or from Unix to Unix system, from Linux to Unix based system like Linux to Linux, so we use NFS protocol. In Windows we use SMB, in Linux we use NFS protocol. But now in Server 2016, what we can do here, we can share the NFS, we can share the folder through the NFS protocol. Now why we need it? We have SMB protocol, we have SMB which is used in Windows. We have SMB to share the directories, share the folders. So we can use SMB to share the directories within the Windows machines. But why we need now NFS? This is because sometime in the Windows environment, that means we have servers, clients and everything in Windows, but still we need some, we have some Linux machines available also. Like we use, or administrators use the Linux machines in Windows environment also. For configuring some applications, or for configuring some servers, some services. For example, web services. For web services, some administrators use Linux machines in Windows environment. So what they do, they make the Unix machine, make the Linux machine member of the domain, and then in that machine they try to use this web services or FTP services or other applications. Now in that case, if we have a Linux machine in Windows environment, so we need some sharing also, like we need some sharing directories also from the server to Unix machine, so for storing the centralized data. So in that case, now in Windows Server 2016, we can share the NFS, we can share the directory through the NFS protocol. Just like assembly, we share the directory, we share the folder, same as we can share the directory through the NFS. But when we share the directories or folders through the SMB protocol, it is being accessed by the Windows machines. And when we share the directories through the NFS protocol, then it is going to be accessed in Linux machines. File system based open standard protocol, and currently it is in 1.1, and in Windows NFS components, same we have NFS client and NFS servers. So NFS servers, which is sharing the directory, and NFS client, which is accessing the directory. So NFS share server, we have to configure, we have to install this on our Windows server. So on Windows server, we have to first install this NFS server role or feature, and then we can use it to create shares. Now it supports for Kerberos version 5 authentication also. So it also supports the Kerberos authentication for accessing the share. Now remember, Kerberos is an authentication protocol which Windows use for its Active Directory authentication. Now this protocol is not a proprietary protocol for Windows, so we can use this Kerberos authentication protocol in Linux systems also. And that is why it is also giving the support, authentication support for NFS. So we can use this for the authentication in NFS environment, and for that we need to configure the Linux system also to use the Kerberos authentication. Now the primary uses for the NFS are what? Storage for VMware virtual machine. So for VMware virtual machine also we can use. Now remember, VMware virtual machine, the VMware itself is an operating system, and that operating system itself is a Unix based system. So if suppose we are having a VMware environment, VMware server in our environment, our Windows environment, and on that VMware server we are trying to create virtual machines, and we want to store the storage of the virtual machine into the centralized server, and in the centralized Windows Server 2016 file server. Then we can use NFS to share the directory with this VMware server, and then from there we can store the virtual machines into that folder, and that will be stored into the Windows Server file server. Then it is used to sharing the data across multiple operating system. That means Windows and the other operating systems like you have Unix based operating system. Apart from Windows, when you talk about Unix based operating system, then it is a wide range of operating systems are there. You have Linux, Ubuntu, SUSE, Debian, Kali. There are lots of operating systems are there which is based on Unix. So we can say it is used to sharing the data across multiple operating systems. Then sharing data across different IT infrastructures after company merger also. Now this is means what, sometimes suppose our company merges with the other company, and suppose our company is using Windows environment and the other company may be using Linux environment. Now we want to combine both the environment, we want to do the sharing between those two environment. So this can also be used. So this is the use for this NFS in Windows. Now how we can configure this? So same as first we have to install the role here, which is NFS server role in our Windows Server 2016. Then for creating the share we have two options, quick and advanced. Just like SMB share we have two options, quick and advanced. Quick is a basic share, and advanced where you get some advanced features. But for doing the advanced share we need to configure what the file server resource manager role also, and these advanced configurations we can configure after the basic configuration, installation, basic sharing also. Like first we can share the directory by the quick basic share, and then we can configure these advanced options. For configuring the advanced options we need the file server resource manager tool, file server resource manager role. Then authentication option, we have Kerberos version 5 authentication, or without no server authentication also we can use this to connect. Share permission define allowed and denied host, just like the normal SMB share permissions. This NFS share permissions are also there, which can define the users which is allowed or not allowed. Then it follows the best practice also. So this is the steps which is we can use to configure the NFS share. First we install the role, next we decide what we want, quick or advanced sharing. Then we can decide whether we want to use the Kerberos authentication or no authentication, then define the permissions, and then we can share it. We can share it from server manager. Okay, let's see how we can share this. So this is our Windows Server 2016. This is our server, and from here we can share the directory through the NFS. And the option is not available in Windows client operating system, that is Windows 8 or 10. It is only available in server operating system, that is Windows Server 2012 and 16. Now we want to share this, then we'll go to file and storage services. Under that we'll go to shares. Now when we go to shares, it shows all the share folders here. Now when we want to share any folder, so what we do, we select new share. Now here we have option for NFS share quick and NFS share advanced. But when I select this, it says you can't use this because there is NFS server role is not installed. It is saying that no server begin manage that have server for NFS installed. So it is not installed here. So first we have to install the role, that is a server for NFS, and then we can use this to create the share. So first what I will do, I will go to manage, add roles and features, and here I will install first server for NFS role. next, 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 and here under the file and storage services, drop down this, open this file in iSCSI, and here we will see this server for NFS. Add additional features whatever need, and you can see the description what it is saying here. Server for NFS enables this computer to share this file, share files with Unix based computers and other computers that uses the network file system protocol. So this is the description. Now we'll go next for installing the role. No feature I need, and restart if it is needed, and then install. After installing the role, now we can do what? We can share this NFS share. Okay, so now the role is installed, so I can close this, and now I can create now NFS share. So I'll go back to task again. I will say new share, and this time I will select the NFS, and now it is not giving me any error because now I can do this. I can share, I can create the NFS share, but still if I select the advanced option, it will give me the error here, and it is not allowing me to go next, because for these advanced options we need file server resource manager installed. This file server resource manager role we need to be installed here. Now this is not installed, so I am not getting the advanced option, but I can create the basic share, and I can create the quick share. So first I will create the quick share. Next, now it is showing that which server we have connected, this server, and in that server we have this drive, and we can create the share in this drive. And if we have already created the folder, then we can select the folder to share. Otherwise it is going to create the folder under this directory, shares on this drive. So I'll go with the default. Next, now here we will make the share name for the folder. I will say here for Linux. This is the name for the folder I am giving. Now for accessing the share, this is the actual path where it is creating. So this folder is going to be created under this directory, C drive, shares, and then for Linux directory will be created. And if we want to access the share, so this is the remote path, like this is the way we can access the share with NFS. You have to provide the server name first, then colon, then the share name. This is the way we access the share. Okay, now next, now here we have option to select the Kerberos authentication. Kerberos authentication, we have Kerberos version 5 authentication. With that we have Kerberos version 5i. We have Kerberos version P, that I for integrity and P for privacy. So these three options we have. Normal, first one do only the authentication, secure the authentication, but does not secure the direct data and the connection. Second one secures the authentications and the integrity, and also but it will not secure the data again. But this one do what? It will secure the data also and authentication also. Created the encryption, create the encryption tunnel also. So if you configure one of these options, then you have to configure the same option on the Linux system also. And for that you have to configure the Kerberos server for the Linux system also. Now other hand, we can do no server authentication. No server authentication, that means we don't need, and remember without selecting any we can't go next. So I am selecting this no server authentication here. Now in this I can enable the unmapped user access also. Unmapped user access, that means the users which we have not mapped, and I will allow the unmapped user to access by the UID and GID. Now that means what? All the users with their own unique ID and group unique ID, they can access the share based on that. So the users will be access the shares based on their permissions which we gave in the next step. So when the next step comes, we give the permissions to the users that this user can get read, this user can get write. So based on their UID or GID of the group, they can get the permission accordingly. So I selected that option, or otherwise we can say anonymous access. Now anonymous access, that means without any authentication, without any username and password, anyone can get the access. I'll say no, I want to give the access to that particular users, and then I'll go next. Now here we have to add the permissions. Add the permission for both server and who can access the share. That means which server can access the share. So I will go to add here, and here we have to add the particular host name which can access the share. So that whoever the Linux or Unix machine there, we have to add the name of that machine here. Or we can add the net group, or we can add the particular group, we can add the client group, or we can just say all machines. All machines, that means I'm giving this share to all the machines who can access it. So I'm giving it for all. Now what language encoding is this? And then share permission, what permission I'm giving. So no access, read only, or read write. So basically I'm giving share permission to all systems, and I'm giving the read write permission to all the systems. And one more option here, it says allow root access, and that is not recommended. Now root access means the root user of the other machine, or root means the administrator. So we can allow the administrator access. Now basically in Unix environment, root user, the administrator user, does not have any permission from remote services. Because of security, root user is not allowed to access directly any services remotely. So it is saying that this is not recommended, but for the testing we can give this permission right now. Now I'll go next here, and here this is our local security permission. Local security permission, that means we can assign the permission to some user or the other user and groups, that what they can do and what they cannot do. By default, users group is having read permission, so all the users who can access the share, they will get the read permission, and the administrators will get the full control. If you want to change the permission, then you can change, and you can use other users also. I'm not changing it, I'm going it with the default, but we can change the permission according to our user accounts. So this is what I have shared here, and then I will create the share. Now the share is created here, and we can see the directory is share, and it is shared with the NFS. So this is share with NFS. Now how we can access it? We can access it from the Linux system, from the Unix based system. We can't access this from the Windows system. This is the share folder here which is created under the C drive, under the share directory, and this is the directory for the Unix systems. I will create one file here. So this is a file I created on the share. Now where we can access this? So we can access it from the Linux system. And this is our member server. Now from here, if you try to access a share by using this server one name, you can see the shares, but it is the shares which is shared through the SMB protocol. It is not showing the share which we have shared through the NFS. So for accessing the SMB NFS share, you have to access it from the Linux system or Unix based system. It is not available in Windows, so Windows machines can't access it. This is because the NFS share is only for the Linux systems. So for accessing it, you have to go to the Linux system. So now this is our Linux system here. I will try to check the connectivity first. So I'm connected to the server. Now what I will do, I will try to use that share which we have shared from that SMB share. First option here, to check the share, we can use show mount -e command to see the share. And it is showing here that this directory is shared from the Linux system, from that system, which system has IP of 16.0.0.1, and the folder name is for Linux, and it is for everyone. So we have just shared it from that Windows server, and we know that the share is available there. Then what we can do here from the Linux system, we can use the share. Now for using the share here in the Linux system, what we do here, you can see it is not a graphical one, it is a command line version. So in command line version, there is no not option like a graphical. You go to run and press 2 backslashes and access the share. Now in command line, we have to do what? We have to use a map drive way. Like first we will create one directory here. So I'm creating one directory here, local share, and I'm going to mount this directory, this remote directory, on this local directory. So right now I created the directory, and under the directory, when you see, there is no file under the directory. This is the command to check the directory. Now there is no file under the directory. Now what I will do, I will connect this directory on this directory. I will do mount. Mount means connecting. Simple, in a simple way, it means like connecting the directory. So what I will do here, I will use the mount command. -t is for the type, and the type is NFS, and the remote directory path is like this, :/ and then the directory name is for Linux, and I want to mount this directory into my local directory, which is local share. And now you see command ran successfully. Now when I check what is inside the directory local share, so I can see the file which we created on Windows server. I will do what? I will go to the directory, and this is the file is there. Now I will create a file here again. I will create a file here, and I will say from linux.txt, and you see the permission is there for the every user to create a file. We have given the read write permission to everyone, so the user root is also able to create the file. Now we check this file is created on the server or not. So this is the server here, and the directory is here under the C drive shares for Linux. So I will go to the directory, and now we can see the file which we created from the Linux system, from Linux. So this file was showing that side on Linux system, and the Linux system we created this file which is stored into this share directory. So this is how we can do create the NFS share, and we share the directory from Windows Server 2016, and we can access the share on Linux system, on Unix based system, and it is using NFS protocol. NFS means network file system.